morning students of class 7B. Today we are going to discuss organization of the church. So our topic is organization of the church. In the previous video we have discussed that after the fall of Western Roman Empire especially, the law and order was totally collapsed in Roman Empire. Yes, and just to restore the law and order and just to maintain the moral values and just to promote the learning, church took the responsibility on itself. Yes, and our today's topic is organization of church. So in this way we have seen that a great responsibility came upon the church. Yes, and in this way the church needed to organize itself. Yes, and we all know that to maintain the law and order, to give different kinds of services which was just provided by the church at that time, like helping to the poor. Yes, they also helped to the sick people. Yes, they also promoted learnings. So just to meet all kinds of these needs, the church needed a strong and efficient officials. Yes, and that's why this organization became very complex with time. Yes, church became complex with time. How? I am giving you an example. By this you can just easily understand. Suppose in our school, in our class, the strength of the school, the number of the students in class in school, suppose all of a sudden it has risen. Yes, in that case we need more teachers, more staffs to just maintain efficient and easy going on study process and teaching activities. Yes, in the same way we can understand that the popularity of church was growing. Yes, there were many people who were converting themselves into Christianity at that time in Europe. Yes, so we can say a large number of fan followings just attracted towards the Christianity. Yes, and just we have discussed that what responsibility came upon the church. Okay, so just to fulfill all these demands, the church with time became a complex organization. Many officials, many priests used to give service, yes, in the church, and many officials were recruited to just provide all these kind of facilities to the people. Okay, the church became complex. Yes, here we can see the organization of the church. At the top, Pope was there, below Pope, bishops, then priests, then clergy. So this is a kind of hierarchy of officials in church at that time. Yes, so there were different ranks and each provided to look after a certain responsibilities. Yes, and in this way we can see how this organization of church became complex. The reasons we have discussed, that why it became complex, why such kind of recruitments were taken place at that time in church, we have already discussed. Okay, so the head of the church was called bishops. Yes, and below bishops there were priests to help the bishops, and below the priests there were clergy. Okay, so in a church, the head of church is called bishop, then priest, then clergy. But with time, the head of the bishop of the Roman church, he began to be called Pope, and we can say Father also. Okay, so wherever the churches were located in Europe, and it was mainly located in the cities. Yes, so first of all, Christianity is spread in Europe, then in other parts of world we can see. Yes, in the school we are studying, we are teaching, that is also related to Christianity. Yes, there is also a church. So in different parts of the world, this is the single religion which is mostly spread in the world. Okay, and many people are just believing now on Christianity. They are just accepting the Christianity, the teachings of Jesus. Yes, so to manage all these churches, okay, the head of Roman church, who was called Pope Father, with time he got enormous, we can say, responsibility and power, and whatever he said, whatever the Pope said of the Roman church, the other priests of the church, which were located in different parts of the world, they had to follow. So in this way we can say that in different churches there are bishops and priests and clergy. Okay, but there is just one Pope. Yes, of who is the head of all the officials of the church, and he was called the Pope. Yes, so that's why it is written over here, the Pope, he is the father, he is the head of the Roman church, and these persons are actually found in every church. Yes, so like we can say in Muslims, the Maulvi of Makkah, Medina, whatever he used to say, the all Muslims just follow it. In the same way, the father of Roman church, the Pope of Roman church, is the head of Christianity, and whatever he used to say, all the Christians had to follow in the world. We can just understand from this. Okay, so in this way, church became complex, and to meet all the responsibilities, to fulfill all the services, we can say the church became very complex, because many people were converting, they accepted the Christianity. Okay, so in this way we have discussed it. 2-3 lines are very important in our book, which is very important to just understand those lines. The first one is that the Pope became very powerful and exercised great religious and political authority. Pope, the head of Roman Church, he became very powerful with time, and he had religious and political authority. The religious authority he had, we can just understand. Okay, because in Roman Empire, Christianity first of all flourished. Yes, from there it spread into different parts of the Europe and in the world. Yes, so it was the religious, so the Pope had the religious authority to just promote their religion, the Christianity, into the world. Okay, to maintain the law and order, just we have discussed, to maintain the moral values of the people, we have just discussed. So these were the religious responsibilities of the Pope, of the Father of Roman Church. Okay, but political authority, So here we are going to learn today that there is a very strong connection bond with religion and politics. Yes, because we can easily understand that we all people are religious. Yes, okay, we are Hindus, some are Muslims, yes, but the most of the people in the world are Christians. Okay, so and just we have discussed that whatever the Pope used to say, that all the Christians of the world had to follow. So in this way the Pope became powerful because he had a great number of followings rather than any other religions in the world. And if we are religious, definitely we will follow the teachings of our religious teachers. Yes, and suppose Christianity, not suppose, it is true that Christianity is spreaded almost every part of the world, in almost every part of the world. So how many people are following this religion, and how powerful the Pope is of Rome? Yes, because they had a mass behind the Pope. Yes, and when we just follow the guidelines, the teachings of religions, yes, we cannot ignore them, we cannot just avoid the religious duties of our religious duties. Yes, so in this way religion had a great impact on the society. Okay, and just we were discussing that there was direct connection, there was a strong bond between religion and politics, because at that time the rulers were actually they were monarchs, okay, the kings, and to rule over the people, to maintain a proper order in the kingdom, in the empire, the kings needed the help of the Pope or the head of the church. Yes, because the church had great impact on the society, on the people. Okay, and if ruler wanted to control over the people, definitely first of all they had to consult with the religious teachers, with the fathers, with the popes, because the ruler cannot himself just easily control the people. But if all the people are religious, and if all the people are following the words of the father, the pope, the religious officials of the church, so it would be easier for the kings to set up a very we can say a proper kingdom in which everything will take place nicely. Yes, so in this way there is a great connection between these two. Yes, so that's why we can just understand by today's topic that the rulers, the politicians of our country, of every country, they needed the help of the religious teachers. Yes, that's why in we can say in elections, during election campaigns, like Baba Ramdev, these kind of religious people, they come on a stage, and BJP used to just bring them on the stages to appeal to the people, and because there are many followers of those kind of religious teachers, so easily by appealing in the name of religion, the politicians, the political parties used to take vote of the people in the name of religion. Yes, so without religion, without the religious teachers, there is less impact of politicians on the society. Okay, so just these two shook hand with each other, the religious teachers, the church, the popes and the rulers. They shook hand with each other, and just they combinedly, we can say, the church in Europe and the rulers, they just ruled over the people, and in this way the rulers gained power with the help of the church. And church, we can definitely say that the church, the father, were above the rulers. Yes, because people at that time blindly used to believe the words of the religious teachers. Yes, so in this way we have just tried to understand that what is the connection between religion and politics. Yes, the last line is that he could even force his will on the kings of Europe. The Pope, who is the father, who is the head of the Roman Church, he actually can even force his will on the rulers. Means whatever the father, the Pope, used to say to the rulers had to follow. There was no question regarding this. Yes, why? Just we have understood that people were followers of the religion. There was impact of religion on the society, on the people, on the lives of people. Okay, so if ruler want to rule over the people, they had to follow the words of the religious teachers. Yes, without the help of religion, we can say that the rulers, the kingdoms could not survive. Yes, so that's why the Pope can impose, force its will, its wishes on the rulers, and whatever they said, the rulers had to follow. Okay, so in this way we have understood the very interesting topic, the connection between religion and politics. Yes, and it is happening everywhere at present in the time. So we can just understand from this topic that we should not fight in the name of religion. The politicians actually use the religion to just take the votes of the people, and we people are fool when we are fighting, when we indulge ourselves in any kind of rights that happen in our country between Hindus and Muslims. Okay, so that's why the teachings are not just for writing question and answers. You people are taught to understand such kind of things, and you people are the future of the nation. So you have to take care of these things, that okay, due to their benefits, just to control over the people, just to rule over the people, the religions and politicians have second hand with each other. They are friends, okay, and they are just making us fool. So we have to be aware from such kind of things. Okay, anyway, but in this way we have just understood the organization of the church. Many officials were appointed to look after the needs of the people also, and at that time the Christianity was the single religion, the church was the single institution that was not only the place for the worship, that was also working for the goodness, for the betterment of the people. But with time, the Pope, the father of Roman Church, he became powerful. Yes, and he just used his will. He forced his will upon the rulers, and in this way they just connected to each other and started ruling over the people. And in the present time, we have also understood the relationship between two. So thank you, have a nice day.